Good morning and welcome back to Keep On Collecting.
G'day everyone.
Today we are at the Campbelltown Collecticon. It is the 27th of October.
Yep.
And we're here at the Minto Indoor Sports Centre, Andrew.
Yeah, it's got 2 basketball courts full of goodness, and we're going to see what we're going to get. And we've got a bit of a challenge going too, haven't we, mate?
I thought of a challenge. It's Godzilla's 70th anniversary, so I thought maybe to make things interesting, we have a challenge. We've got to find the most Godzilla items.
Okay, that sounds cool. We'll take a photo and see who comes out best. But
that's right.
Do your best Godzilla impression, Matt.
Okay. Did you like it?
Yeah, well, it's not the best.
Okay. Well, give us your best T-Rex from Jurassic Park impression.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty good, actually. Right.
How's that, mate?
Well, I don't know, man. I think that's a pretty good challenge. He's won the challenge, maybe. Well, we're going to get in there. We're going to line up and, we're going to see about this challenge and see what we can find.
Excellent. Let's get into it.
Let's go. See you in there.
Beautiful.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Comes out like halfway.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Oh, snap!
Oh, look at all these things.
Quivering and shaking in the
Oh, hey, how you going?
Good, and you?
Oh, I've got sore knees because I've got to come down.
Oh no! Amy, hi. Hang on, I'll try and get on my tippy toes.
That's good. How's it looking today?
Good. So record numbers for Campbelltown. So it's exciting.
Yeah. It is. You've been having a good year.
Yeah.
Fun, hasn't it?
Yeah. So 6 events, and we'll go to 7 events next year. So she'll be in Newcastle.
Yeah, I know. You've already released the calendar. It's really good. Yeah. More close to home for me.
Oh, is that?
Yeah. I love it. Well, I'm glad that you've got 5 minutes with you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
We'll get you on the channel early next year so you can have another chat about Collecticon.
First time I've been able to shop around before. You're an early bird session.
I'm going to let you do it. So,
Thank you. I'm going to get in trouble if I don't get back to the desk.
Okay, good going.
Behave, have fun,
See
guys.
you later, bye.
All right. Remember Oi, Jacko? Yes. I remember those commercials. All right, here we are at the Minikens collectibles booth with Steve and Kai. Some aliens. I was looking at that flying queen alien. I don't have that, or bishop. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on those 2 figures. We do have another collecticon coming up. I'm trying to zoom in here on the old Wizard of Oz figures. This was to celebrate 50 years of Wizard of Oz, so this must have been 1989. And here is, this is like, I think, an Action Man mountain rescue helicopter. Now, this is not exactly the same one that my brother had as kids, but very similar. Just going through the table, Andrew hates the cellophane sound. He hates that sound. So it's probably good that I've covered it up with music and a voiceover. Lots of Rocky figures to pick from here. Steve and Kai, they're wonderful sellers. They're so friendly and always willing to have a chat and always willing to just listen and do a bit of a deal for you if you're willing to buy some items from them. Justin Bieber, that's my daughter. She loves Justin Bieber. Is Austin Powers. I've got a few of these, so these on the radar too. Lots of interesting vintage toys, and this one, the Jurassic Clash. I had no idea. I'd never seen this before, but then I turned it over and realised it was as a Lennart, so it's probably not vintage. That was Godzilla #1 found. Jupiter 2 and a Mars Attacks vehicle. And Minikens have a massive lot of Playmates Star Trek figures, as you can see here. I've just sped up the film for people. That if you're willing to start or complete your Star Trek, why not? That was interesting, a Morse code game. Alright, moving on to, this is an independent seller. Lots of Star Wars here. But there was just one thing that really interested me here. And I'm going to zoom right back down to it, and there it is. Metal Lunar Mutant. That's right, and it was gold. Moved on to Freaky Deek Toys, which was next to that last seller. And Deek's got a lot of modern toys and also a lot of vintage toys. So as you can see, a young T-Rex in its box here. And he had lots of carded aliens and also loose aliens there. I actually need that one there, the loose one. But here I am just showing a couple of Predators. I wasn't sure if I had them. And I ended up that I did have them. So anyway, someone will get the spares. Some modern toys on some old IPs. It's interesting to see some of these figures that don't hit retail in Australia, like Alf. Oh, these mini Boglins. I'm fascinated by these. And there was, when I did the Lobos video, someone was very interested in these. Was asking me, but they never got back to me. I was going to get a couple for them. But yeah, this is another one, Iron Maiden figure. It's a modern toy to celebrate 40 years of Iron Maiden. Robocop. A lot of these don't hit retail out here in Australia, so it's good to see a seller taking on the initiative. It's the same as these Gargoyles figures and Boglins. So hit up if you've seen anything there. Andrew's found one, so it's 1-1. This seller here had a lot of, pointing to Danger Mouse because I remember that as a kid. Lots of annuals, storybooks. It's a gift book. It's what to buy the $6 Million Man. And the Avengers annual. Sweetums, Muppet Sweetums. Oh man, that looked amazing. I was very tempted, but I had to move on. This was just lots of interesting items here. All these books were, they took my interest. All based on films, but this is just an independent seller. This is still the same seller here. He had a Tweaky, so you'll see that later on. And he had a bunch of Star Wars, Indiana Jones. So they had some more modern items there to sell as well. I'm not sure about the pricing, whether they were good prices or not. Alright, I talked to this seller. Look, this is a Thunderball game. I don't know if anyone is interested in that. But I go and talk to this seller a lot. Every toy show he's there. And I enjoy just having a chat. He's a very calm, friendly seller. I think we're on the same level. We have a lot of similar interests. Just going through his games on the buses. Remember Mum and Dad used to watch that TV show, so I had to. The old test match game we had as kids. There's a secret agent game there, another James Bond game. I was interested in good old Space 1999 made an appearance, so that was good to see. Some original Action Jackson. And there was Steve Austin there. And I think the seller is just going to tell us how it works actually. So let's listen in.
It's actually got a crystal radio set in there.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
So, and obviously you can see through the back of his head.
Yeah, the old, stare through the back of his head. And there you go, Andrew's now beaten me 2-1 in the Godzilla challenge. So we're just finishing off with this seller's table. Big Tracy Island set there. Just some random seller with lots of vintage loose figures, some He-Man, New Adventures of He-Man, lots of knockoffs like, Galaxy Warriors and Galaxy Fighters. which was quite interesting to check out. I love seeing these type of figures on a table. Oh, reasonably priced as well, I thought. Oh yeah, this is the Star Trek fan club. Oh, they're vibrating?
They do.
Oh my goodness, they're alive!
Sound and vibration.
That's awesome. There's R2-D2, all alone. He's one of the basketball courts for Campbelltown. This is just another independent seller. Lots of just loose toys on a table. Found these Doctor Who books. Yeah, and obviously I bought a couple too. There's a couple of vintage Ninja Turtle figures on this table. Oh, yeah, well, a couple of vintage MOTU vehicles here, and of course I think Andrew's just about to find item number 3. He's really just kicking my butt in this challenge. There you have it, 3. It's funny here, I pick up a couple like the Rator and this guy from Bravestar. He wants $80 and he's loose and incomplete. I think 60 for the Ratar. So some interesting prices there. I didn't purchase anything from this table, but it was really cool just to see all the old vintage Masters figures, Vegas Burps as well. Lots to look at. Oh yeah, and at the end, yeah, some Galaxy Empire knockoffs again. And some My Little Pony for Stu. This is a seller. It's a family. I know the young fella's name's Scott, and then his mum and dad are always selling their items as well. I love catching up with this family. They are wonderful, and they've always got something for me to buy, whether it be a Dick Tracy figure. But I was really fascinated with some of these knockoff lines that I'll come and show you up soon. At the moment we're just going through lots of Toxic Crusader stuff, and they're usually complete, which is really good. I'm sorry this goes for so long there, but thank you for sticking with us. And so these figures here, Ninja Warriors, I was really interested in seeing these, and they seemed reasonably priced, like $25 each, but I'm not really in the market to start a new toy line. It'd be good just to probably complete a few toy lines that I'm already invested in. But really good to just go through all these, and they're all bagged really well and all marked really well, so you know what you're looking at. And I think price wise too, they're quite fair. So I always love going to check out these guys. Toy magazines. Some gargoyles there. I don't know why I missed those. There's an Inspector Gadget 2 singing in that olive oil cup. I missed that as well. Would have been interesting to look at, but yeah. Here's the Toxic Crusader vehicle there. Or the Turtles vehicle. Oh, these are the Wolfman. This is a Super 8 film. I thought that was just completely fascinating to see. Some card of Jurassic Park. Just going through the table. They've always got something interesting. You don't want to miss something. I was trying to go slower. I found something here. There you go. Complete flat top. Don't need too many more of those. Of the Dick Tracy line. Street Sharks, yeah, just little bits of everything. It's just, I love just raking through their tables. Just trying not to miss anything. I still don't even know what this is, that mummy figure. Lots of comics. I'm not a massive comic guy. I usually get comics. I've been getting some comics based around the toy lines. I've got like Skeleton Warriors or Mantech or Power Lords or Crystar. So I like to get the comics around toy lines. I really enjoyed looking at these. That Star Wars album there was found by Dave, Vintage Toy Rush, at a local toy fair he did too. That album is getting sold and resold at conventions around the world. But these are cool. There's a Muppet Show. Tempted, but I think I probably spent most of my money buying. Alright, here we have Taylor's Toys and Treasures. Legend. Look at these beautiful superpowers. They're all just loose on cards. So they're loose, but they've got the card with them. In most cases, they're complete. And price-wise, I feel they're probably correct with the pricing too. I don't think they're too overpriced. But there's just so many here. Look at them all. You know, and they've got the capes. You know, Red Cyclone, Dr. Fate, I think, is coming up here. Look at that. Like, they've all got their capes. Boba Fett. Vintage 12-inch. In good condition. Some more superpowers. Just loose. Some more harder to get ones. Shazam, I missed that. I'm going to have to check it out. Maybe the Taylors have got it there this weekend. Some more superpowers. Look at that. And look at this. Rambo. Rambo from Coleco. Incredible. I think I've got one of those. I think I've got that weapons pack. But how good was it to see these Rambo boxed items? It was amazing. Now, not this Rambo, but this one in the middle, there was one, I've been watching one on eBay in America, and I think, Phil had this priced really well. Once again, super tempted, but not this time. Some Big Jim stuff. A Big Jim camper, that's for Andrew. Andrew's got that. And here's a base. It wasn't complete, the ice base, but I love seeing this in the wild because this is what we had as kids. Now this set, the Fighting Fury set, Phil was fascinated. It was something new that he'd picked up, especially for Collecticon. So I just took my time recording all the figures in this Fighting Furies toy line, I think from the 70s. Can't remember if it was Mego or not. And I found, my mate Wayne pointed this knockoff. It's like a knockoff Stinkor Merman. It was just, it's only 35, and I carried it around for a little bit, but I didn't go ahead and purchase it. Nice. Andrew, found 4. It's still here at the Taylor's booth. Just going through the table, searching some Toy Biz superheroes line. It looks like a McFarlane Superpowers at the front. Some muscle figures, they're new ones, but then I think these ones at the end are the original muscles from the 80s. B9 Robot, massive dewback. Goodness gracious. And this set, this is the Gabriel Lone Ranger set. Looks like, I think from like mid-70s, I think. Phil had that. Looked amazing. It just, I was just looking at this, and I didn't record it, but it had a lot of items, like a lot of outfits and other figures there too. Of course, this Star Wars case was in immaculate condition. All right, moving on to, this is the Australian figure. I think I'll show AFI. I think it is. I'm just going through a bunch of Doctor Who figures here, and I'm sorry if I look like I'm just throwing them around, but I wasn't sure if I had that Sontaran. I'm pretty happy to see some of the new figures in here, like a Patrick Troughton. There it is, Action Figures Industries. That's who table that I'm at the moment. A lot of new figures. Had lots of Marvel Legends and the G.I. Joe Classified. Here's some Lord of the Rings figures. $20 each for all these. There's just a bucket load of them. They made a lot of these things. I think these were from Toybiz, weren't they? In the late 90s, early 2000s, and of course a bunch of carded ones too. Just incredible to see. You guys are legends for hanging out with us for this long. Really appreciate it. Now onto the toy haul. Well, firstly, who won the challenge? I'm sure that's a question.
I think we discussed. It was
All right. Pickups.
pickups. So you want me to start?
Yeah, we'll do you. Yeah, do you first.
All right. My first pickup was a Robin.
Yeah.
From the Superpowers line.
Lovely.
Lovely. There you go. There's that, and he's really mint too. He was. So, and really, he was in the bottom of my bin, and just really cheap. And because I've got the Toybiz one, which has the screws in the legs, so he was the one I needed to. The others, I needed the other ones. All the others are tenner, and so yeah, so I was really good to get that. I'll just get the cape off the other one and transfer it. Beautiful. And or I'll buy another cape. Probably make up mine about cape.
Yeah, you can probably do it.
Yeah, especially for Robin. Yeah, the figure is perfect.
Yeah,
it's not a scratch on it.
Yeah,
it's really good. So I was really happy with that.
Yeah.
I got a Joker from the Justice League Unlimited line. It was gifted to me by Ian. Yep. And with this one. Now I've got all different there are all different variations, but this is like the parts of the playing cards, the spades and all that sort of thing. It's about the fourth variant in the line. So
in your line. How do you know you like that? Or you just sent
I just saw it. No, it was. He just said, yeah, that was excellent. Thank you very much.
Beautiful.
And I also picked up them. Now these, I didn't. They were sort of brought to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Now make full play.
So I picked up quite a few Origins.
Yeah. And then you got it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Stinkor. Another merman.
Man. You don't have him?
Not that variation. Yeah. And a Man of Arms. Now I've got the cut-in collection one. I didn't have that one, so Origin. So they
lovely.
Another lot for the pile.
Yeah, it was a good little purchase. Thank you, Wayne. Well, I've got a bunch of those as well. So.
And lastly, on the way out, I saw this and I said I have to get this. So I've got the Mego lot of this, and that's Buck Rogers of the 25th Century.
Mm.
And this is the
I think he's a walking one, isn't he? But he doesn't walk anymore.
No, he doesn't sort of walk.
Great display item though.
Brady's, and that's Twiggy. You can see there he is. Yeah, so he's really good neck. So you can see there that the sticker's really good. And he's not going to walk, but it doesn't matter. He's going to, be in the cabinet. It was a great display piece. So
yeah,
I really like Twiggy.
That's a bit of a hard find. 1978.
Yeah, 78. Yeah,
that's a really good find.
Yeah, I love that. So it's beautiful.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's all I got this time.
Well, that's all right. This is the way it is. Like it's harder. The more that you collect, and the more that you get, it's harder to find things.
That's right. You end up replacing things that you find a better figure that's the one that you got. You replace it.
Yep. My turn.
Your turn. What did you get?
I got a little bit more. I'll start with some gifts. Dino and he gifted me Commander Dog Star from Bucky or Hero because I needed him, and Scott as the gun, the one gun, not two. So
take him.
He gave me a mini comic from the Vintage
Marks of the Universe. Rock people, ones it. Rock people to the rescue. My mate here. Oh, you! He gifted me because I'm a goose and I love Battlestar Galactica and I collect Ovions.
Yeah, the Avion Army.
Yeah. Ovion, I need to go to Ovion Anonymous because I have issues. So Andrew bought that on. And
You could do make a little like the hexagonal beehive sort of thing and have them all slotted in like in a film.
Oh yeah, and little beady eyes. So you've got like bee eye.
Yeah, no beehives. Yeah.
Yeah. Next. And I found this.
Yeah, I did see this before, and I looked at it and went, yeah, that's Matt love that.
Should get out. And it was such a good buy. It was from his personal collection. Comes with a stand and like, he set up as you see in the thing. But yeah, $30 this was. From this island Earth. That's the Metaluna mutant. So it comes with a stand.
Oh, it comes up like that. There you go. Look at that. So it must be stand up like that. So he'd obviously stand in front of that like that.
Yeah, say if it's mecha, but I think it is. But yeah, big brain on him. Look at him. It was creepy. Then I went to Freaky Deek Toys, and I found myself a couple of Predators. I don't know if I've got them. I'm going to go this one first. This one is Nightstorm. So Nightstorm Predator. There he is. Generated from the early 90s, 93, 94. That one. Pretty cool. And then I've got, I think he's Scavenge or Savage. Anyway, he's got some long hair. That was, I think it's called Scavenge. That's his hair at the back. But he was 50 as well. But he had a variant, so that's a bit of a darker green.
Oh,
and then there's a lighter green as well.
Okay, not cool.
Oh, yeah, he's got a great man under his weapon here. Skull.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
that's excellent.
Skull on a stick.
Skull on a stick.
Everyone needs.
Yep. I went over and seen. Well, there's a lovely couple. I don't know what their names are actually, but I talk to them all the time. And their son is Scott, who I talk to. And it wasn't Scott; it was his mum and dad. But I finally got my top from Tracy.
Ah, fat Tom, see?
Is that what he says?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That sounded good though. There you go, flat top.
I think he talked like that.
I don't even know if he's complete. I think he's complete. Like he's got a bunch of weapons and accessories in there. I think he's complete. So that was a good bargain, I thought. That's what I got from Minikens. I did get something from Minikens as well. Slowly but surely. Thank you very much to Steve and Kai. There you go. We got Sealay. We're getting closer to finishing off these figures. That's from the Miniken boys and things, collectibles. I got a lot. I'm really sorry. And then Andrew found a few things for me to buy. There was Doctor Who Discovers. These are from obviously the 70s when Tom Baker was Doctor Who.
Yeah.
He discovered prehistoric animals, and then he discovered some other things called strange, mysterious creatures. People like Scotty, I think, would appreciate these. They're all in black and white.
And what have you got on the back here? Well, you got Wyndham, because it's got Australia, New Zealand, Malta, and UK on the back. So they're the countries that probably enjoy Doctor Who the most, isn't it?
Probably no. the southern part of the world.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, anyway, you think you got some cool. Loch Ness Monster, Yeti, you see? So let's see. You go forward your cameras, look what it's got. All those here, like these strange and mysterious creatures.
Ichthyosaurus.
Ichthyosaurus.
Oh, he's a back scratcher. Comes with a back scratcher.
So they were from just a random collector, and then Andrew from the same collector, Andrew found Challenge of the Machine Men, like a Bandai. I think that came with the figures.
That's
the toys on the back. So Machine Men, obviously related to Transformers back in the 80s, another line that introducing, very interesting, introducing the Rock Lords.
Oh.
There you go, look at that.
Yeah. Good.
Beautiful. This is fine that you do if you just break through.
If you spend a bit of time going, once you race through like an idiot like I do, and
settle down.
and then settle down and actually go through and digest it a bit more, you do find some gems.
Yep. I don't know if I've got these, but I found these. These are Australian comics. Well, initially they would have been released by, say, Marvel or DC, but as Federal Comics in Australia picked them up and chucked their label on it and re-released it. So Chris Star, I've got a couple of these. I'm not sure if I've got these two in particular, so I'll find out when I get home. So Scott wasn't there, probably the first one who's missed in a long time. Scott, we still think of you, mate, and look at this. This is for you in your display. You can chuck this behind your Prince of Thieves figures and Thieves figures.
Never say it.
So this was the guy worked in Coles at one stage, and he kept this promotion from like the early 90s.
Wow.
And like that was absolutely, that was a giveaway almost. And then there was this as well. I thought you might like this, mate. Super 8 film, The Wolfman. Like I think they did these also for Harryhausen. And I picked one up and we went to Lobos.
Yeah.
But I should have probably checked. Oh, that is full. That is the actual look like full movie there, Scotty.
So all you need is a Super 8 projector.
Yeah, great collection for, because I know you love the Universal monsters. Sorry, Scotty, it's probably a useless item, but you know, it's a thought that counts, right? Yeah. All right, Mike, and quickly the last little bit from Wayne. Also, thank you very much, Wayne, for reaching out to Andrew and I. But and here we are. So we've got a Anthor, the non-flock version of Origins. There he is there, very nice. Love it. I got a 4. We've got 11s. I've got Clawful. Beautiful. And we have 2 more. We have Dorko, the magician.
Yeah.
Yep. That's cool. I like the Origins Orko. Excellent.
Yeah.
And there's one more, the carded version of Ratlaw, but I will take him off the card.
Yeah, well, I did.
Yeah, I didn't have him, and he's quite hard to find, even in the secondary market. So that's it. Boing, we are done. Done. Even though, like I found it interesting just to talk to people. I spent an hour, the first hour before the general public came in the first hall.
Yeah.
I'm just shocking at talking, but we had fun, and that's the main thing.
Yep,
so,
it was good.
Yeah, it was lovely. All right, well that's pretty much it. We once again thank you very much, Amy and your team, doing an amazing job at Collecticon. There's one more for the year in November, and Andrew's missing it.
Yeah, I have to work, unfortunately.
And I'm 50-50. So. But never mind. Thank you once again for hanging out with us. Andrew's a champion because he's like just a champion. Thank you very much. Look after yourselves out there. Stay safe and get into your toy rooms. And enjoy all this plastic
goodness and
thanks. Oh, I lost my voice. All right, take care, and as Andrew and I always say,
keep on collecting.
Keep on collecting. Bye.